Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So last night, I just could not believe what I was seeing. The almighty, the all-conquering, the all-expensive Real Madrid lost a Champions League game. What? It happened, guys. It happened. And yes, I'm celebrating with, let's see if you can get it. Oh yeah. That's right. I got the jersey on to celebrate. Now, you all know that I support my buddy Danny Carvajal. You all know this. And this has nothing, and personally, I think the best player in the world, and arguably the greatest player to ever play, arguably, not yet, but he could be, is Cristiano Ronaldo. Did I just say yet? You know what, let's ignore that. But, so I haven't, it's not hatred with Real Madrid or anything like that. It's just the fact that I support the little guy. And in this case, I realize Juventus has a lot of history, but they've been through a lot in the last 15 years or so. Some of it self-inflicted, but look at the build. You know, they're back and they're in full force. They're in the semifinals and they are one game away from being in the Champions League final. I mean, at a fraction of the cost of Real Madrid. That is epic. So before we get started, I want to list off the stats for you for the game. And this is some interesting stats. If you look at it, it's shots. As far as shots go, Juventus had one less shot, but they had 7 on target. Real had 13 shots with 4 on target.
Really, nigga?
Fouls committed, 21 by Juventus, 13 by Real. I get the feeling that they used tactical fouls, much like Brazil did at the last summer's World Cup. Corners, Real had 5 to Juventus 1. Bugs. Yeah, I mean, as far as possession goes, it was very close. 48% to Juventus, 52% to Real. Yeah, 5 saves from Real to 3 saves from Juventus. So, I mean, it sounds like, based off the stats, that the result was exactly what it should be. Yes, Real had more shots, but they had 3 less on target. And it's almost double the amount of shots on target. I mean, as far as just taking shots, that number doesn't mean anything to me. I'm looking at what's on target. And if you're telling me Juventus had 7 to Real's 4, I mean, and if you watched the game and you saw the shots, you would understand that it was well-deserved. It was well-deserved. But anyway, moving right along, let's talk about the goals. So within the first 10 minutes of the game, the unlikeliest of person, actually it's not really unlikely because he's been playing great all year. Oh, gotta put my phone away. Hold on. But of course, whenever you sell someone off, there's always the chance that you're going to rue the day that you have to face him. And that's exactly what happened to Real Madrid in the first 10 minutes. So a nice through ball gets cut into Carlos Tevez. Tevez gets a nice shot off. He punches it in, and it's a nice save by Casillas, but Casillas deflected it right into Morata's path. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Once again, Spanish is not my thing. You know, German I can do all right. Not great, but all right. But not Spanish. But yeah, Morata, or whatever you say, he went on and he just poked it right on in off the rebound. And it was awesome. He didn't celebrate. Good respect. So, I mean, it shows that he still has respect for the club. There's no hard feelings or anything like that, which could signify him going back one day. But yeah, great goal. And it was well deserved. I mean, the through ball to Tevez was awesome. Tevez had a nice shot and it was very smartly saved by Casillas, but Casillas has to get it out. He can't be putting it in the path of he needs to be better. And unfortunately, I think that, you know, he's too old now, and he's been making a lot of mistakes for the last 3 years. And yeah, I mean, he bounced it off and it goes right into the path of Morata, and Morata literally just, I mean, I don't even think he kicked it. I think it just bounced off his foot, to be 100% honest with you. So, but yeah, it was well deserved. Awesome goal. Yeah, for the second goal, Real Madrid did get the equalizer, and it was a pretty damn good goal. There was a lot of build-up play going on and a lot of possession being held, and I forget, someone passed the ball to James Rodriguez, and the ball's up in the air, and with his speed and quickness, he flicks his foot up really high, and he crosses the ball. It was a little unfortunate that the defender didn't get to it before him, but he was faster. He got there. He flicks it up over Buffon, and of course Ronaldo's there to knock it on with the head. And it's a very smart play. I mean, it looked like a FIFA goal, to be 100% honest with you. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, I got Ronaldo on the team. What do? Oh, I'm gonna flick it up, and I'm just gonna let Ronaldo jump up in the air and put his head on the ball. So I mean, but it worked, and Ronaldo has to be in the right place to do that. He did play a striker last night, I believe, and not on the left. So you know, he was always gonna be there, and you know, you can never bet against Ronaldo. More than likely, if you're gonna bet on a game that Ronaldo's playing, it's a good bet that he's going to score a goal. For the last goal, it breaks my heart a little bit, just a little bit, because it does involve Dani Carvajal. So what happened is Real got caught on the break, and Juventus countered, and there were 2 fouls involved. First of all, Marcelo fouled Morata on the way in, but it wasn't in the box, so I mean, it wasn't a penalty. Well, whenever he took out Morata, Marcelo left Dani Carvajal alone with Tevez, one of the most deadliest strikers in the world right now. And, you know, Dani tried to do his best, but he got his foot in, there was contact, and boom, there's a penalty. It was a penalty. I have to say there was contact, it wasn't a dive. It's a shame, but that's what happened. I'm sorry, Dani. Breaks my heart. But, and then of course, the spot kick comes. But the interesting thing is something I don't understand is for some reason Vidal ended up getting a yellow card out of this. Maybe he was mouthing off to the ref too much, maybe he was just saying things that he shouldn't, or maybe he was just being an annoying pest. We'll get back to that in a minute, because that is a problem in world football right now. But yeah, spot kick comes. I take that back. Marcelo also got a card for his foul. I don't think Dani got booked for the foul, because I think it was just minimal contact, but it was contact. So I don't believe there was a yellow card there. But yeah, Tevez steps up, and he makes it look like he's going to kick it to the right. Makes Casillas dive to the right, and he hits it right on down the middle, just like in FIFA. And yeah, 2-1, and that's the game. You know, it was a pretty back and forth game, and you know, I would say it's very even, but based off the statistics, I would say that it's a very fair result, and I think it's very, very fair for Juventus to have won. Hopefully, like I said, I like rooting for the underdog, and obviously the underdog is definitely Juventus in this case. Considering the amount of money spent on that Real Madrid team, there's no excuse. I'm sorry, there's no excuse. But yeah, guys, what I was talking about earlier, or what I said I'd get back to as far as the refereeing goes, is for me, I find it really irritating whenever people who weren't involved in the foul, involved in the play, or whenever a whistle's blown, you know, who aren't involved, start running over and trying to talk to the referee, except for the captain. I think the only people who should be allowed to talk to the referee is the captain and the people involved. If you're not involved, I think you should be immediately booked. I think it's ridiculous, because you run over like a little child saying, he said, she said. I mean, it looks so unprofessional. It makes you look ridiculous, and I don't want to see it. If it were me, if I was a referee, even though I'm dressed like one right now, if I was a referee, I would probably start red carding people for that stupidity. So yeah, I think if the referee would start flashing some red cards for people butting their nose into business they shouldn't be, I think it would fix that problem really fast. So, but anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today. Scared me there. I thought there was like a car coming on this walkway. But that's gonna do it for today. If you did enjoy the video, hit that thumbs up. Tell me what you think of the game. Am I right in my analysis, or am I wrong? Let me know, leave a comment. If you're new around here, subscribe. And guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow with the Bayern and Barcelona highlights. What is going on, everybody? Shut up, bird. Shut it. Those damn birds are out again, and I'm telling you, so help me Jesus. What is going on, everybody? So I finally get to make the video I've been looking for.